Hello, my viewers. Welcome back to day 3 of our packed sessions on strategies to reduce corruption within the government. During our last session, we continuously discussed about how the tone at the top can make a very big difference in terms of reducing corruption in the public service or in government. And today, I want again to pick up from where we left. The tone at the top, does it make a difference in terms of reducing corruption in an organization? I want to say categorically, yes. There is a big difference when the tone at the top is employed as a principle in reducing corruption in an organization or in government or in whether private or public sector organization. Tone at the top speaks volumes. And the institutions like the EOCD, the OECD, the Organization for Economic Cooperation and Development, have done a research. And they clearly, in their research, they have proven that a strong voice at the top of the organization, a strong voice at the top of the country, against the vice called corruption, reduces corruption by a very big margin. Why? Because employees will always tend to model what their leader is doing. They will always tend to look for the signs that the leader is actually serious in the fight against corruption. And so they want to model their executives, they want to model their managers, they want to model their leaders, and want to follow exactly, because nobody wants to lose their jobs, want to be discredited, they don't want to be the odd one out in doing things that are not right. And therefore, when they discover the leader is doing the right thing, employees will always want also to do the right thing. They are motivated in their actions and in their views to ensure they are doing the right thing regardless of the situation. We also know that organizational culture actually develops from the top. It doesn't start from the middle or down. If you want to change a culture of an organization, you start from the top of that organization. And who are the best people? The executives. The board of directors in an organization are the ones that are supposed to carry the mantle of changing an organization. And so the organizational change begins from the top and to the lowest person. The person at the lower end of the organization will always read the actions of those people at the top. What do they want? Do they want people to be coming to work late? Do they want people to be absenting from work? Do they want people to be pretending they are working when they are actually not working? Do they want people to be given higher salaries or promotions for doing nothing? These are some of the signs that the employees in an organization at the lower end will want to copy. And therefore, an organization that is serious in the fight against corruption, and especially when they want to deal with organizational change, they want to change the culture of the organization from being a corrupt organization to an corruption organization. Number one is that people at the top of the organization need to start speaking against the culture of corruption. Fundamentally, this principle is grounded on the elements of behavioral modeling, where employees will want to look at the behavior of the employees, and it is established in the field of behavioral science. Now, Transparency International also have done their own research, and they have proven, they are actually supporting this view, that among the anti-corruption strategies that works very well is when there is a positive tone at the top of the organization. So, Mr. President, as we talk about corruption eradication in Kenya and how you can be able to reduce corruption in Kenya, I want to make a special request to you. Based on what we have just talked about, the tone at the top, the organization, provision of resources, right? Having a structure that fights corruption, speaking from your desk against corruption in writing, in circulars, establishment of the cabinet committee on anti-corruption, having an advisor on governance and leadership in your office who sits in the cabinet committee of the anti-corruption. In addition to this, Mr. President, model and corruption in Kenya. Kindly, this is the only special request I am making to you as my president. Model and corruption from your office. If they see your behavior is that of an ethical, a man who is ethical with serious principles of integrity guiding his day and day work, employees in your office will tend to model what you are doing. Employees that are working within government institutions will want to copy exactly what you are doing. The cabinet members in your government will want to do exactly what you are doing. The danger is when you are not modeling ethics and integrity as the leader or as the president of the country. There is one thing of having legislations of all manner. I have said this in the past. The constitution may be having everything required to fight corruption. But if the leader is not modeling corruption eradication, employees in government will always see it as a joke. Therefore, as we discuss matters corruption eradication in this country, Mr. President, model corruption eradication. Leave us a legacy of a corrupt-free country. This is the only opportunity you have as our president. Thank you so much, and join me again as we continue discussing about corruption eradication in the country.